In today's episode, you're going to get to see a beautiful 2019 Porsche Cayman. Hello everybody, welcome to Classic Car ChitChat. My name is Kevin. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, then welcome. I really appreciate you being here today. If you've been to my channel before, then as always, welcome back. Thank you so much for the comments that you leave for me, for your thumbs up, for you subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is being released. Today I have the honor of standing outside of the Matthew Cunningham house in Streetsville. Matthew was a tinsmith from 1860 and built this house. The owner, Christine, was kind enough to let me film in front of her beautiful home. Today I want to introduce a 2019 Porsche 718 Cayman. This car is gorgeous. It's owned by a young lady, her name is Jessie, and I was amazed the amount of knowledge she had about the Porsche, the culture. I learned a lot from her. This has a 3-liter engine and a sports trim, and it's got this beautiful agate color. So without further ado, let's hop in, let's go for a drive, and let's check out this beautiful Porsche. Oh my Lord, look at this car. Wow. Hey Jesse, before you turn it off, can you just rev the engine a bit? Oh my, that sounds beautiful. You can come on out now.
Turn it off?
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, what do
So
you think
tell
of
me, what is this?
What do you think of my car?
I love it. I
It's
love the
a-
color as well.
It's a 718. It's a Cayman 718. It's a Porsche. It is a 3.0 liters. If you should probably
Yes,
know
that's
that.
excellent. Okay, yeah.
4 cylinders, but it's also a sports. So that's why you have the red calipers.
Let me have a
That's
look
to
at
show that
those.
you have actually the sports version.
Oh, I see.
So-
all Porsche that has the sports
Red.
version have the red calipers.
Exactly. So
Okay.
that's how you, as a Porsche driver,
Yes.
you can tell by just looking at the wheels, oh, that's a sports.
I'm impressed. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. The reason I got this, I think it's enough power, enough performance, but has great safety. And if you notice the lines on the car is just amazing.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
it's balanced, right?
Absolutely.
The front and the back, and that's what I wanted. Something that's balanced, that drives good, feels good. Somehow I think this Cayman 17 is perfect for a lady.
Good for you.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Why the Porsche? Have you always been in love with this car?
We had friends that had Porsche. I've driven BMWs for 20 years, and then I decided to upgrade. My husband drives a Porsche too,
I've
so
seen
he's
his
got
Porsche.
a
It's beautiful,
Taycan.
yes.
So then we decided, the driving on this is just amazing. It's much more superior than any car that I've driven, especially when you're driving on the highway or you're speeding, which you shouldn't, and you're taking corners. You feel the grip on the road. It's a driving car.
And you don't speed, do you? Okay, be honest, Jesse. Have you ever gotten a ticket?
No, in 27 years? No.
Okay. On your 28th years ago,
Oh,
you
God
did.
bless.
That's amazing.
Well, no, it is a good car. It is an amazing car.
And what year is this car?
This is a 2019
2019.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
718 Cayman. It's beautiful.
And this is the standard stock color that was an
no,
option?
no, this was a special order.
I was going to say.
So the whites and the blacks are normally regular.
Yeah.
But then if you wanted they call it the agate gray. This is an agate gray, which is gray, but at certain light you see it like a green.
Yes, it's got a beautiful sheen to it.
That's right. So it's definitely a different look to it.
Wow.
And I mean, I love it. It's amazing. The lights, the trunk. Enough for me.
I love how that opens. So that's you just touch and it
Yeah,
kind of senses?
it's a touch. You have, as long as you have the key on you,
Right.
it opens up its touch.
Beautiful.
And you can see that's part of the engine at the back.
And you have a hat there too. You got to wear that, I guess, occasionally.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What are these things?
That is just for your car engine oils and everything.
Really? So you can actually access all that
Yeah.
from here?
We don't do it, but the Porsche,
mechanic
yeah,
does.
Yeah, yeah. They normally have to hoist the car because everything is done from the bottom.
Right.
So that's what they do.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. Initially, when I thought, I'm thinking, is that speakers? I'm like, no, I'm gonna fiddle with
That's
it and check.
what my first reaction would have
Yeah,
been.
no.
I love also the fins and everything else on the
I
side.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's like I said, it's a well-balanced car. Shape, size, body, performance, safety. You can't go wrong. If you're looking for a sports car, and I think this is great for a lady.
Yeah.
Super great. Right?
The size is just nice. It's
Perfect.
manageable. Do you drive it all year long, like through the
Yes.
winter as well? Really?
Yes.
And in the winter, no problem?
Perfect, because we have snow tires. So we
Okay.
get it done. Porsche keeps it up, and then we get it done in November. They just change it.
Very
It's
good.
amazing. It drives amazing. The only bad thing is if you have a lot of snow, then you don't want to drive because your car is low, right?
Because of the clearance.
Yeah, yeah.
So what's in the front then?
Okay, let's show you.
Let's have a look.
Again,
Oh,
you
same
can-
thing? It works the same way?
Yeah.
Amazing. So the engine is completely hidden.
Yep. Yep. There is no way you could open it and play with it. Which
So
is
to
great.
even access even some of the components here,
You
like
have to
I see the
open-
wipe,
yeah.
you got to remove the whole
Yeah.
thing. Incredible. What a design. Such a clean look.
It is a clean.
I honestly expected when you open the rear end that
To
it would
be
be
s-
just the engine. Like I would
No,
expect to see,
no.
wow,
Like
she's absolutely lovely.
No, I love it. I mean, I can't tell you, I've had it for 3 years and it feels like just yesterday, right?
And you
It's-
enjoy driving
oh.
it, obviously.
Perfect, perfect driving.
Oh my, look at the finish on this. And this is a standard two-tone options that you get.
No,
with
it's not
this?
standard, so this
Okay.
is premium. So what we got an upgrade, so 14 ways of seats.
Okay.
That means you can adjust your seat at 14 ways. I don't know why you need that, but yeah, sure, you have to get it because it's premium.
Because it's there, yes.
Yeah, and then your Bose music sound system. You have the PDK, which is actually a PDK stands for a German word that means dual clutch system. So one clutch works on 1, 3, 7 and reverse, and the other one is 2, 6.
And you drive it like that?
Yeah, I drive an.
Wow.
Yeah.
May I come around the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
way?
Unfortunately, this is not a
The stick, standard.
stick. Yeah.
Yes.
But it's kind of mimicking the stick.
Thank you. I love the dash too. Look how
It's
clean it is.
beautiful. It's beautiful. I do love it very much.
You know what? The finishing is beautiful. Like even on the shifter, everything. It's such a clean look as well.
You know, remember you said why Porsche?
Yeah.
It's the workmanship, the quality is just high end.
And even like the entire, like even the stitching.
It's perfect.
Everything.
Baseball stitching on the doors, and then you have baseball stitching on the seats.
Jesse, I'm impressed with your knowledge about this car.
'Cause
Honestly, for
I
a young
love it.
lady, I'm thinking, okay. When Mike said, "Oh yeah, she knows a lot about the car," I said, "Okay, yeah, sure." But I think you're outdone him. But don't tell him I said that.
No,
Wow.
I'm definitely a car lady. My car never goes into a car wash. So we wash it weekly. Winter, summer,
Yes.
we wash it.
Good for you.
Yeah, hand wash, and then we just polish it because you don't really need to wax any high-end cars.
Right.
You just kill it. So you just polish to keep the shine.
Yes.
So we do that, and everything is specialized. Everything is from Porsche. So everything goes handwork washed,
I'm so
inside,
impressed.
outside.
And
Like I
I-
said,
and
I've
I
had it for
love-
3 years.
And I love to see the passion you have
No, I
for
love
this
it.
car. Because it looks like it just came off the showroom.
No, I
like
love
everything
it. I
is
love
just
it.
immaculate.
This is every day. This
Good
is
for
every
you.
day.
And it's those little touches you see of the Cayman S. And everything
Exactly,
else.
exactly. Details, right?
Yeah. And I've just learned something in here about the red calipers in that.
Oh,
that it really
okay.
does.
Yeah, whenever you see red, so see, when we are driving, we can tell, oh my God, that's spots. Even though someone says, oh, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, no, that's a spots.
Amazing. Absolutely beautiful car.
No, it's sleek. Like I said, it's great for a lady, right? Great.
Which was the BMW you used to have
I
then?
had 5 Series.
The 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a bigger car. I never used the back seat. When I sold it off, I'm like, yeah, why did you even buy a big car? I've driven an M6, nice car, big.
Right. Yeah.
right?
Powerful, certainly.
Very powerful, but the problem was it was big. I wanted something that fit me, fit my personality.
It's a little
Like
bit more
looking at
compact.
this is so unassuming, right?
Yeah.
And then like pow.
It's got the power when
Yeah,
you need it.
and that's how I feel, right?
Good
It
for you.
suits me. Like I
Yes.
don't feel like, oh no, this is not my car. This is definitely my car.
And you have no problem overtaking or passing other people or anything like
Done
that.
it, done it,
I
done
bet
it.
you have.
Very so often I'll be driving, cruising, and someone wants to egg you on. Most of the time I'm like, yeah, go for it. Go for it. I didn't buy this car so I can race with you. I bought this car because I love this
Yeah.
car. So that's my attitude. And I keep telling Michael too, right? Drive it because you love it,
Yeah.
not because you need to challenge someone.
Are they surprised sometimes to see a lady driving the car?
So I'll tell you a story. This was when I first got this car, and every morning I go and get my coffee. So as I was coming,
Where do you go and get your coffee?
coffee culture.
There you go, okay.
So I was getting my coffee, and I was coming home, and I see a Maserati trying to overtake me, and it was an SUV Maserati.
Okay, yes.
I had one hand coffee, and I looked, and I'm like, nah, and I put it on automatic, and I took off. So we went back and forth, came to the traffic light. I was there. He thought it was a guy.
Right.
He opened his window. He looked at me in shock. I had a cup of
Yes.
coffee. I cheers him.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yeah, it's a lady with one hand driving.
Good for you.
I
Good
thought
for
that
you.
was cool.
Absolutely.
That was
absolutely.
cool.
Why
Yeah.
not? Oh, she's absolutely beautiful.
Even if you notice the lines, right? It's nice
It's
curves to
very
it,
elegant.
really nice curves.
Everything.
And like I said before, it's balanced. If you're seeing from a distance, the front and the back is balanced.
I have this thing about certain cars, and this slope back here is just incredible. It is
Yes.
so pleasing to the eye.
Exactly. Because some cars, when you see, okay, if you want to get a supercar, most of the time the nose is long,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. It's so masculine.
Can we close the door and I'll get a good image of the whole, just the way those lines continue. Such an elegant look.
Exactly. Clean lines, perfect curves.
And Jesse, no problems with visibility when you drive? Like you have enough glass behind you in front?
You do, but you just have to be careful. I guess the first week it'll take you a while because
Yes.
the car is low, so you need to be able to see the sides, right?
Right, and just
So,
adjust yourself
yeah.
accordingly. What about in terms of safety features? Does it have things built in? Like,
Of course, you have airbags, about 8 airbags in this little car.
right, yeah,
So that means chances of you crushing is you be protected.
yes.
So that's what you want, right?
Yeah, for
and
sure.
this is why Porsche is expensive. A lot of people say, oh, it's just a monogram. No, you have safety, number one. And obviously you have performance, you have look, you have design, you have everything. How can you go wrong?
What about in terms of, I know in Mike's car when we took a look at that one, he has so many, because it's all electric too, so it's very Tesla-like in terms of some of its features. Does it have like lane assist, things of that nature? Is that part of the package where it kind of tries to keep you within the lane
No.
when you're driving?
When you go for a sports car like that,
Yes.
whether it's 911, Boxer and all, no.
It doesn't, okay.
No,
okay.
no. Because they
Wow.
believe in driving.
Yes,
So if you're
it's a
dri-
driver's car.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're a driver, you would like this.
Right.
That's a big difference. So
Definitely.
if you're not a driver, then just get something else.
And what is the engine size on this? You said it's a 3-liter.
3 liter.
And it's a
4-cylinder.
4-cylinder.
Flat.
Really? Not a
Yeah.
V6? I'm just
No.
assuming it's a V6.
No, it's 4.
Wow.
It has 350 horsepower, eh?
Good Lord.
Yeah.
On a tiny little, it's actually probably the same size as my MG almost, so it's
Yeah.
a lot of power. And 0 to 60 is, I don't know, very
0
fast.
to 60 or 0
Well,
to
you
100.
actually know this number?
Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
So 0 to 60, if you're driving on manual, it's about 4.6, but automatic is about 4.4. But this is a Chrono Plus sports package, so it becomes 4.2. And I know reviews have said
Oh my gosh.
they've taken a Chronos, a sports, at 3.9.
I'm impressed of all the numbers you know. That is, you're not reading anywhere either, right? So it's, that is so impressive. Very good. What does the license plate mean to you?
Scorpio would just be an insect that I like. I think my nature is like that. As long as you don't touch me, I don't bite you.
Okay, so,
So
be
if you-
careful around
So
you,
if you
right?
poke me, I will bite you.
Okay.
9 is just a lucky number.
Good for you.
Yeah.
She's
And I've had
absolute-
it that maybe 25 years.
Good for you.
Yeah.
She's absolutely beautiful. I love even the side mirrors too.
Beautiful.
Like even the way it's designed.
Like I said, it's low enough. It's proportion, if I can use this word.
Yes.
The front, the back, the side.
What about the fuel? Do you touch that as well to get the fuel in? Or?
Oh yeah, this is just easy. Remember, it's locked. That's why.
Oh, okay.
With Porsches, remember, it's a driving car, right?
So everything is.
Yeah. So
and just
that's
premium unleaded, and that's it.
That's
and you're
premium.
good to go.
Top of the line.
Yes.
Yeah. Never had an issue. Top of the line. Great.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
Jessie. So what do you think? Should we go for a little drive?
Yes,
Let's
for
do
sure.
that. Okay, Jessie.
So-
Let's see. Let's see the magic of the Porsche. Oh my lord, is she have a
It's
comfortable?
low. Eh?
Yes.
It's low.
But it's comfortable, like the seats.
Yeah,
are
it's
amazing.
bucket seats, right?
Okay, let me.
So it
put
hugs
this
you.
on.
So you can obviously put it on a sports mode.
How do you normally drive it in sports mode, or do you kind of keep it on?
If I'm on highway, I don't go on sports. If I'm trying to beat somebody, which happens once in a while, then I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna put on sports mode. You
Gosh,
feel it
good for you.
propel.
Right.
You feel it smooth. And yeah, if I'm close to home, I want to show off to Michael because his car doesn't sound anything. I can also turn this on and the wings comes up, the spoiler.
You can actually do it, because I know in his you couldn't
You cannot. Mine you can.
do. Oh, I'm gonna take a video of that.
Sure.
Can I? Oh,
Did you get it?
that is magical. I think I could watch that just going up and down all day long and I would be happy.
Kevin, you okay with it?
Is that rumble?
I
it
love
sounds
it.
marvelous.
This is what I like about the sound.
But it's a subtle noise too.
It's
there,
beautiful.
It's beefy.
sad that
It
I'm-
knows it's got tons of power.
No, I love it. I love it. It's now we're just gonna drive standard, so no issues.
Oh, it sounds lovely. Jessie, why do you even get out of this car? I could just sit here all
I'm
day long and
telling
listen
you,
to the,
it's
we'll do right here and
It's
around.
crazy. This is what I do. I mean, if it rains, I go home and clean it. And I've had it for
you.
3 years.
Good for you.
3 years.
You sound like me. I don't like my MG getting dirty.
Oh
and,
my God.
It troubles me. Should we go up this way? Yeah.
And you can hear the sound. I love when it pops.
Hear the sound and it feels
I
amazing.
love it. I love it when it pops.
Oh my, Jessie.
We'll take it easy.
That's lovely though.
Yeah, I
isn't
love this. The sound is amazing. A lot of people ask me, oh, you drive that, don't you feel annoying? I'm like, that's the reason I bought it. Because the
Incredible.
sound is amazing.
So the wing in the back you control. It does it automatically or you do it?
So if you don't turn it on like that, at 90 it raises up.
Okay.
And that's how the cops can tell you that you're speeding because your tail is up.
I see.
That's how they
okay.
tell, right? So at 90 it just automatically comes up.
So you've obviously tested that little story just to.
So I remember driving recently and Michael calls me on the phone. He says, the SUV just behind you is a cop. And I was at 127. So I continued to drive at 127. He pulled over. I had my window. I looked. I waved at him. He smiled.
Good.
Yeah.
How did Mike know?
When you drive a car like that, you need to know.
Okay.
But no issues. We are pretty careful. We are very careful what we drive and
For
how we
sure.
drive, right? You don't need to show off.
You don't. I agree.
No,
It's
no.
the enjoyment.
You buy because it's you. You didn't
Yes.
buy for your neighbors. And that's how we think, right? We bought it because we love it. And I'm sure you know the story of Mike's car.
Yes.
We went to buy gloves.
Exactly. And look what happened.
$200,000 later, he has a Taycan sitting in the car.
So are these Porsche gloves as well?
No, I've always driven with gloves for
Right.
10, 15 years, but the gloves that I had were really lacy.
Okay.
So one day Michael gets in the car and he thought he said, what's that? Woman's lingerie? So I said, my gloves. He says, you're gay. Nobody who drives with lace gloves. I says, I've been driving this for 15 years.
That's right. Good for you.
And then he says to me, oh, okay. And
Maybe
then-
I'll get some, and then he ends up coming home with another Porsche.
But I've always driven with gloves, always. It feels good. It's a nice grip. And that's what you want, right?
Yeah. So Jesse, you were telling me you've been in Canada since 19...
It's
What'd you
been
say?
31 years
31
now.
years.
31
Wow.
years. I was young and I decided to move on. We come from, I'm sure like you, families well, very well. And I decided, you know what, I need to do something for myself. So I moved here. So
By yourself?
Yeah.
From Malaysia?
Of course.
Amazing.
Of course. I love it here. This is home.
Right.
It's nice to visit because you have your family and everybody, but this is home. I love it, and I'm lucky that, or blessed, that I have a good husband, amazing husband.
Mike is a wonderful guy.
Yeah, I always say to everybody, he's a better person than me. I'm good, but he's definitely better. So, life is good. We
Very
can't
good.
complain. Yeah, can't
Yes.
complain. We are doing well. But I guess the reason we do well because we believe in doing the right thing, give and it'll be given to you. But we also know it's what you sow, it's what you reap.
Very true.
So if you plant tomatoes, doesn't matter what fertilizer you use or even distill or Perrier water to water it, next season you're only going to get tomatoes,
Yes.
right? That's my belief.
Right.
So you won't get apples. So keep giving tomatoes, you'll get tomatoes. Life is simple, right? Don't make it complicated.
I agree with you, Jesse. I think, if you give something with your heart, not because you're doing it for other reasons, but with your heart,
Exactly.
it comes back tenfold.
Exactly.
Right? In many, many different ways.
Many different ways, exactly. It doesn't have to be the same direction, but many different phase. I can say that many different phase, right? It comes to pay you back. And like I said, Michael and me are really blessed. We do well. We are happy. We are content. We don't have to compete with anybody. This is life.
I know Mike had mentioned you ended up investing in the coffee shop to help your son out as well, which is amazing. Good for you.
So Aaron is actually Michael's son. You know
Okay.
that, right? So we got married, and I have an instant microwave kid.
Okay.
He's a really good kid. I'm lucky or blessed. Now, we also know we will pass on someday. And then what is going to happen to Aaron? He doesn't have the skills. And the reason he took that, so he can actually help Aaron grow, have skills. Like I was saying to Michael, this couple of times he starts to argue with me. I'm not upset. I love it because that tells me he has an intellect.
Yeah.
Right? Not just accept and be stupid. So Michael says, oh, as long as you're not offended. I says, no, I'm actually feeling great that he can argue.
Yes. And he can make, whoa, I forget how powerful this thing is.
Yeah, so he can make decisions,
Absolutely.
right? But so that's great. So this is life. Yeah, I keep telling Aaron, this is my toy. And he's like, Mom, it's a car. I say, yeah, whatever. It's my toy.
Absolutely.
It's sad though, because every second day we are cleaning, we're doing something to it.
But it's, you know what, Jesse, it's a passion because it doesn't feel like work,
No,
right? It's an
no.
enjoyment. You get something out of it,
Exactly,
and I know
exactly.
all the people I certainly that I meet that that love their cars do exactly what you described.
No, I love it.
They just dedicate their time to their cars. It's, you know what, life is bad enough as it is with so
Yes.
many challenges, as you know, with COVID and everything else.
That's
And
right, that's right.
To have this little
Toy.
enjoyment
Toy.
is worth it.
Another thing, if you notice, I don't like added things, like, aftermarket.
Yes.
I don't like having tchotchkes
Little extra
here.
bits and bobs. Yes.
No, because I like it raw.
Yeah.
If you take it, have it done by the dealer, whatever you want to add, and then let it run.
Yes.
That's how you do it.
And Porsche did a pretty good job getting everything right in the first place, so why tamper with perfection?
Exactly.
In terms of the drivability, how does it compare to your BMW?
Oh my God, this is, it hugs the road. So the major difference, say if I'm flying, and if I have to take a turn, this car will hug it.
Right.
BMW you still feel a little.
Okay.
Like you can, it won't hug, because when he used to have his Panamera, we would take our rides.
Yeah.
My 5 Series could never beat, even though he thinks I'm a good driver and I think I'm a good driver. I couldn't, because taking corners, his car would just cut like a cheesecake.
Right.
Mine would still struggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now with this little girl, you
this
don't
is-
have any problem.
No problem. The sharper turns, just step on the
Just
acceleration.
bring it on,
Yeah,
bring it on.
just step on it. So that is the difference.
The windier road, the better.
Oh
almost,
my
right?
God, it's perfect. It is perfect.
Awesome. Jesse, this is beautiful. Thank you.
No, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I do appreciate it. Is it recording now? Yes.
Yes, it's all right.
Oh, okay.
Oh, listen to this sound. Jesse, I'm like a kid in a candy store.
I'm telling you, you might want to take this home.
All right. So which gear am I in? Where does it
So
say?
you're driving.
Oh, it's right there in the
yeah,
center.
So you're driving now automatic.
Right.
But if you put it for manual,
Yes.
Then
I could do the paddles. Yeah.
pedals are here.
Oh, okay.
You can do that. You pedal or you can shift here. I always shifted because I started learning with stick when I was
Yes.
17.
Okay.
So stick is easy. So now you want to drive.
Let's do automatic first, and we'll see what it does.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you. Oh, it's got such a nice sound, Jesse.
The sound is good, right?
Yes. It's got a lovely, what's the word? The feel.
Not only feel, but the handling is solid.
It is everything. Like
Solid.
you don't have to do
Yeah,
much.
it's not-
just,
It's not wobbly, if I can use that.
considering the exhausts are in the back,
Right
in
near
the
your head.
center,
Yeah.
right? But yet the sound is exquisite.
No, the sound is beautiful. You buy this for the sound.
And the brakes are good too.
That's good, right?
Yes. Because they're red and they're sports. I learned that.
Exactly. See? And I'm sure you didn't know the PDK,
No.
what it stands for, PDK. It's a German word for literal translation, dual clutch system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever driven a stick shift car?
Yes, I started that when I was 17.
Okay.
So you had the clutch, you had the stick. So you had to manually fiddle the three things on the bottom there, remember?
And for this car, when you had the option, you wanted to go with this automatic?
Exactly, and you pay extra for that actually.
Yes. Oh, wow. I just got to make sure no cops are nearby, but yes.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm watching too.
Wow. It picks up fast, the speed so quickly as well, you don't even realize.
And that's why you have control, right?
Incredible, Jesse.
And if you're driving on a stick, the sound, and when you gear up or gear down, you hear the sound. That's the beauty of it.
Right.
And you're right, most people think it's a guy that's driving until they pull over, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
But even when it throttles down, there's that lovely rumble that you hear as well. You are a lucky girl to drive this.
Oh, more than lucky. More than lucky. But I guess we both are car people, so we can support each other like that.
Definitely. Now I know. This is a fun car to drive.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is a fun car. It's sporty.
It's sporty. It feels nice.
You
The
feel
road
young,
holding.
Feel young.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I just lost 15 years in my
I
age.
am
right
telling you, I'm 50, but I feel 30.
now. Very good. Wow. The hardest thing is you forget how fast you're actually going, right? So you're constantly having to keep a check on the speedometer because you can quite easily go way faster.
Exactly. Like the way it takes off, you don't realize you're actually at 150 until
Before
you
you
look
know it, yes.
like holy smoke, because you don't feel that movement, right?
And if I close the windows,
Yeah, you don't feel it.
and again, the noise is incredible.
It's lovely. I
Oh, the
love it.
sound, yeah. Oh my Lord, Jesse. I may not give this back to you.
Uh-oh.
You said you wanted an MG, so how about we do a little trade?
That's your toy. You'll never
It
give
is
up
my
on
toy.
that.
No, I can't.
No, no,
The number of times people do ask me, want to sell their cars?
No,
I couldn't part
no,
with it.
no. I don't think I'll sell this car. I had someone ask me, if you had a dream, what would your dream car be? I says, I'm driving it.
There you go.
And he looked at me, he says, wow, I've never heard that. I says, yeah, that is my dream car.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine, it fits me like a glove.
But the visibility is awesome on this
Isn't
car.
that great?
Yeah. Like I honestly felt, and that's why I asked you, like, is the visibility good? It's actually, like, you don't even see the side columns, you don't see any of that.
No,
It's
no.
really, really clear. That
You-
sound. I love that sound.
I love it. And if you're driving on stick and if you go gear
Yeah.
down, you'll hear it even more. I just love it.
And you're not deliberately creating it. The engine
No.
just does it.
Yeah. And it's made to do that.
Yeah. It sounds lovely.
Yeah.
See, already I'm at 70.
Yeah. Could you tell?
No.
I mean, in any regular car, you could tell
You
because
can,
you'd
yeah.
be-
In mine, you certainly can.
you start shaking.
Yes, yes, you
This-
feel it. But,
So I took this car the other day because I had to kill a F-150 off the record. I
Uh-huh.
was at 186
on the highway, I hope.
on the highway.
Wow.
And I only realized that when I was slowing down, I was 186. I'm like, holy smokes, Jesse. That is bad.
Was Michael with you? Or
No,
you
I
guys?
actually had a girl that I picked her up to
Okay.
go to work.
Right.
And she says to me, Jesse, I think you're driving a little too fast. Then I looked, I'm like, yeah, 186, too fast. But it didn't feel.
It didn't feel it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's music to your ears. Like
Exactly.
some cars have just a beautiful sound to it. This is one of them.
Well, this is technology, this is precision, safety.
Yeah.
Uh,
And German engineering at its
But-
finest, isn't it? Really?
Exactly. Performance.
Have you ever had a chance to even go to the plant where they manufacture Porsche?
No, we were supposed to go 2020 when COVID hit.
Ah, okay.
We would have gone, but
Right.
we didn't get a chance. So maybe they call it the European tour, German tour.
And there he is now. Speak of the devil. Oh my Lord, Jesse. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This was a real thrill.
I'm telling you, it's a
A lot
beautiful,
of fun. Absolutely. You are a lucky girl.
lucky people get lucky, you know.
Yes, it's true. Oh, and I like how the seats go back to make it easier to get in and out.
Exactly.
Especially with my old body, as they say.
You're still younger than me.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Oh, it's lovely. No, I am, what can I say? I'm truly honored and blessed that you allowed me to
No,
do this.
I sincerely thank you. It's a great opportunity to show that this is a car that's made for anybody, and especially for a lady. And she wants a nice driving car, performance car, a driver. This is the car
is
to
the
get.
car.
Yeah, it's perfect for a lady.
And you know what though, Jesse? The passion comes through.
Thank
Like as you're talking about the car, you can tell you love this car.
Oh, I love
Absolutely.
it. I've had it for 3 years. I love it. It feels like yesterday.
It's wonderful. Okay. I think. Oh, Jesse, before I forget, everybody reminds me. Do me a favor. Can you honk the horn on this thing? Everybody says, well, what does a horn sound like? And I always forget to ask that question. Whoa! That is a loud horn. Okay. Truly. It's not a me. What can I say?
No,
Like,
thank
this
you.
was an honor for me to, I mean, when I got a chance to ride in Mike's car, yes, it's electric and it's different, but this is engineering to the ultimate level.
It
and it's
is.
absolutely
That's the
stunning.
Porsche.
Yeah.
That's Porsche. And actually, the Germans don't say Porsche, they say Porsche.
Porsche, yes. Porsche, not even Porsche.
Porsche.
I always said Porsche. In England, that's how we
Porsche.
said it,
Yeah, in England, Porsche.
right?
But the Germans call it Porsche.
Okay.
And we call it here Porsche.
Porsche, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've learned two things. One, if it's got red calipers, that means it's sports.
That's
And
right.
the correct way to say it in North America is Porsche.
But it's
And
Porsche.
Porsche is the actual
Yeah.
German way of doing it. Okay. Again, Jessie, thank you so much for your
Cheers.
time. I really appreciate it.